Sophie Green, who's UK MD, UK Managing Partner, and her talk is entitled Taking Any Challenge as a Creative Opportunity. Again, a lovely, intriguing title. Sophie, tell us how we should be doing that.
Hello, hi, hello. Thank you for the promotion. I'm Sophie. Thanks so much for having me, guys. I'm managing partner at Takumi, and I have been lucky enough to be given the opportunity to make a change. I'm really passionate about empowering female creativity. So there are 3 things that I'd like to talk to you guys about today very quickly. Number 1, brands need to listen up because there's still a lot of work to do when it comes to female representation in advertising. Number 2, now is as good a time as any to step up and make a change. In fact, let's do it right now, today. Please let me be your inspiration. And number 3, creators and their followers really want to be heard, and they can offer a truly unique insight into the female experience and the audience right here today. I can't take the credit for the masterpiece on this slide, but I'm sure that you'll all agree that it looks much better. I hate to pick on Burger King, I don't want to, but really thankful for them giving me something to talk about today. I think the events of this week have shown us that as marketeers, we all have the very best intentions when it comes to driving equality within our industry, but it's still far too easy to miss the mark and get it terribly wrong. I think what Burger King have done with the polarization that they've caused by essentially using gender stereotypes as clickbait has given the majority of us the ick. However, we know that their intentions were good, so we must use this as an opportunity, and we can't shy away from the conversation. We have to take on the challenge, because ultimately, when we do it well, or when brands do it well, the success is phenomenal. If you just look at the celebration of Bodyform's womb stories, or the amazing work that Durex are doing to depict actual real-life female sexuality, the results are just endless. Like, everybody loves those campaigns. I think what we really need to do is celebrate women in all of their glory. And I really want to talk to you today about how we have an opportunity to actually do it right. So we need to start really quickly with a reminder of the definition of influence, because influence and influencer mean something very different. So we have to look beyond the reach and impressions, and we have to really focus on the genuine kind of human connection that these people are responsible for. Being influential is about building trust, about being inspiring, showing resilience and integrity, and most importantly, it's about freedom of expression. And you must understand the power of that, for you as a brand. Creators with influence speak the language of your audience, and brands that speak through an audience rather than to them are really going to stand the test of time. Creators with influence can lift the lid on what motivates your audience, what inspires them, and most importantly, what really ticks them off. So we enjoyed the International Women's Day celebrations this year. Obviously, I would much rather have my feed filled with incredible women all day, every day, but I know that it's work in progress and that we're getting there. So it seems like the perfect opportunity to talk to you guys about the work that Takumi are doing to empower female creativity in particular. I know I've said it before, but we've listened to our creators, and I'm sorry, brands, but there's still some work to do. They're feeling bored, frustrated of getting briefs and partnership requests that just don't truly represent them or truly represent their followers. I think what we really have to do as well is realise that creators are setting their own agendas when it comes to diversity and inclusion and equality, and they have their own criteria for working with brands. So whether you're a woman of colour or you're part of the trans community, it's really time for brands to step up and show that they understand what you need rather than just trying to sell your product. So ultimately, it's humanity that's shaping the future of influencer marketing and advertising in general. So we're not here to make brands and agencies feel bad. We're here to kind of set up a platform for change and to open the dialogue and to give women a platform to speak their truths and feel empowered, and in turn, help brands to feel empowered too. So what does the Takumi Female Collective actually do? Well, we set it up, like I said, to open up the dialogue and to really make sure that we're actually making a positive change. I know that we all talk about diversity and inclusion and equality, but it's really important to us and to me and our team that we're actually acting upon what we're looking to do. So most importantly, first and foremost, the Takumi Female Collective offers a platform for those with a voice that don't feel heard. But for brands, it offers a unique opportunity to have a really open and honest conversation. I think if you really want to understand how your female audience are feeling during their time of the month, maybe you can just ask them. I can pretty much guarantee that not all of us want to go and play tennis in a really short white skirt, but maybe that's just me. The Takumi Female Collective is made up of artists, entrepreneurs, illustrators, creators, change makers, and they all take the role of creative director or consultant. And as an extension of your team, they can actually offer real guidance into where you can and should be spending your efforts as a brand. It's all about opening the dialogue and about having a really positive conversation. I think the key thing to understand is that it's not just about sprinkling some body positivity into an advert for skincare. It's about truly understanding the nuances of creativity, the female experience, and the depth that these creators can actually add to the marketing mix. As marketeers, we're setting the tone. So I really believe that it's our responsibility to make sure that we are drafting and crafting the brand narratives that are shaping the consumer of the future in a really, really positive way. So although brands might not be having the conversations around diversity and inclusion that they'd like to, creators are. So there's something really, really special about just creating a completely level playing field and creating audience-centric narratives that are actually created for them, by them. Like, this is the way that brands are going to get that cut through. And the aim of the Takumi Female Collective is, it might seem like a quick fix to be able to go out and find some of these really great creators and ask them to post about your product, and that speaks to your brand. But ultimately, that's just a quick fix, and it's very much a rented audience. So what we really want to do is to be able to enable brands and creators to work collaboratively to really kind of have confidence and show an understanding into where you can focus your energy and how you can tackle these challenges as a brand. And more importantly, we want you to be able to take ownership of the change. So I want to leave you with a really powerful insight from some of our research, where we just asked our creators directly how they're feeling. 55% of females feel that brands still misconstrue their notion of femininity. I think it's quite a shocking statistic, given that we're in 2021, but to me, it actually represents a really interesting and a really exciting opportunity for brands, because there's so many different ways to represent females and the female experience and those that identify as female. And if you're creative and adventurous, it presents a huge, amazing opportunity. I think for me, setting up the Takumi Female Collective has taught me that multiple voices rather than one are really, really powerful. And that with sheer determination and creativity and empathy, I know that we can all kind of drive for the really positive change that we're looking to do. I have a lot more stats and a lot more interesting stuff, and I love to nerd out about this stuff. So please feel free to reach out to me if you'd like to talk more.
Sophie, thank you so much. Great talk and full of quite interesting stats at the end, which is a nice way to end. So, lots of questions unsurprisingly. Anonymous asks, is Takumi focusing only on women for the transactional influencer brand partner? Oh, no, sorry, let me start again. Is Takumi focusing only on women for this collective, or are you focusing on other groups and audience sets as well?
That's a really good question, and absolutely not. Like, women, like we said, humanity is shaping the future of influencer marketing and the future of advertising, and it has many different nuances. So we're starting with the Female Collective because it's something that I'm incredibly passionate about, but no, it's not exclusive. There's lots of different people, anyone with a voice, anyone with that creativity and kind of a passion to share. I think we are here, and it's our responsibility to kind of connect the two.
Perfect. Well, Sophie, thanks. I'm afraid we're just out of time, but thank you so much. Great talk.